Hello guys, it's Kimirafer and welcome to another commentary. So this time I'm doing something kind of out of the ordinary. I'm talking about my 2017 and how 2017 has been probably my best year till now. So anyway, I'm going totally unscripted. Well, I do everything unscripted, but this might be like that difference. I don't have a set order of things I want to talk about. I don't have anything in front of me. I haven't prepared anything. So I'm doing this the old school way. Going out, just doing this in, well, totally blind, basically. Anyway, gameplay is 2 halves of a war match. So basically one full war match. Got 103 kills in total, 60 and 43, I think. Might have been 44, I don't know. Anyway, first half is 60, second half I doubt I'm gonna have to use it all. If I do, then, well, that's a 27-minute commentary there for you guys, and I don't really expect anyone to watch the whole 27 minutes of that. So I'm probably gonna get on a lot of detours. I'm already on almost a minute and a half without even saying anything useful. That's just me though. So anyway, without further ado, let's just get into it. So the first thing I guess for my 2017 is, you might know I'm a car enthusiast, I'm a petrol head. I mean, there's no way to go about it. I love cars, I love driving cars, I love racing, anything to do with cars, I love it. So car wise, it has been a good 2017, so I keep a list of the cars I've driven thus far and when I've driven them, or at least like the first time I've driven them. And if you look at new cars for 2017, so I got these on my phone. I drove the Porsche 997S, that's uploaded to my channel. I did that on a track here in Belgium. That was amazing. It was amazing to A, be on the track, B, to be in a Porsche, straight 6 power. Then of course I drove a lot of the old car of my parents, the Skoda Superb. Started driving that in 2015 though. Octavia from my grandparents, a Skoda Octavia. I've driven that also, well, a decent amount. I think I've already driven it more in 2018 than I did in the whole of 2017. That says something, but I've been kind of using it a lot. So anyway, then the new car, the Skoda Kodiaq, however you want to call it. That's the new car. We have driven that as well. Pretty good car, I'd say. Then I drove a Opel Meriva. I'm gonna be honest, don't quite like the car. It's from the parents of a friend of mine. She didn't have her full license. We had to get somewhere. She said to me, "You like to drive? I want to drive the car because I need someone." I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So yeah, then Suzuki Alto from '99. Yeah, that shit had no power at all. That was like 54 horsepower. Yeah, that's nothing. The new Kodiaq we have is 150, so that's nearly triple of the Suzuki Alto, so that says a lot actually. And I started off 2017 by driving a Peugeot Partner, so that's one of those, I don't really know the name. Here in Belgium we just call them work vans, because basically that's what they are. They're used by firms and such who need to get to places. Like, they're not the biggest ones, you can get big ones, but they can be compact and everything, and that was weird. Not driving with a rear view window. It was actually really weird, because the first thing I had to do was reverse it out of the garage of ER in a hospital. Yeah, I know, weird night. So yeah, anyway, car wise that was pretty nice. And also karting, I didn't do a lot of karting, but I did drive that competition car, the X30 Senior, I think it was. So that was nice. They don't actually say which one it is, so you kind of have to compare and search, and I think it's an X30, I'm not quite sure, but Anyway, can't change the past now. I think it's next 30. I will say that it is. So, yeah, hopefully 2018 will also be good for cars. I might have something coming up. I'll shut up about it until I know for sure and it's happening. So if it does, I won't be able to tell you a lot of it though, so that's sad, but I'll say what I can once I know it. So anyway, might also be driving a Formula Renault this year, an older one. That depends. We'll see how that turns out. And it might be happening now. I mean, in 2018 or 2019, beginning of 2019. We'll see. So I am looking forward to that. And next up, oh, that was just a successful withdrawal. 0.1 second. That was nice. Gaming wise, I mean, let's see. Gaming wise, what did I achieve? Of beast gameplays, I mean, not a lot. I didn't really drop 100 pluses, at least not like in Black Ops 2. And even Black Ops 2, you could argue that it was done in overtime CTF, and those are long matches, and you can force that really well. And whatever, it's 100 plus. I barely got any kills in the first round, and I got most of them in the second and third. So you could say I did it in 2 halves, or just about. So yeah, I mean, if it was a domination, yeah, sure, I might not have done it because I was holding the flag and such and got my streaks with it. So for that, I might not have been able to do the domination against the same team, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe I could have, because I was cycling through streaks faster than they were getting used. So yeah, I mean, in Infinite Warfare, I didn't have any of those gameplays, especially not in Modern Warfare Remastered, which I didn't really like. I'll be honest, I really didn't like it. I'm not even halfway to Prestige 1 yet, so I might go back one day to Prestige, so I can say that, like, thus far I have Prestiged in every Call of Duty I've played, I think. Maybe not in Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 2, but I mean, the ones I've played from launch or everything, or whatever, those I've Prestiged in. I can say that much. Ghosts, not too much though. I think there are a couple of games that I didn't really prestige a lot in. I think Advanced Warfare maybe? No, Advanced Warfare I got a couple of prestiges before I actually quit. There were a couple of games, I think Modern Warfare 3 I only did 1 prestige and then I stopped leveling up. I kept playing, but there was no point in prestiging any further, so I don't know. I said I was gonna go on detours in this. Let's get back to 2017. What else did I do? I mean, 2016, if you look at my educational career, 2016, I actually I haven't talked about this yet. 2016, I actually got the opportunity to work with a professor and 2 of his students from Tanzania. It was a class project. We did some work for them. And if any results were found to be useful, we would be acknowledged in the paper as the class group, not by individual names, because that would have just been too many names. If you understand how scientific papers and so work, fine, you'll understand what I mean, otherwise just roll with it. Anyway, this year, and I've said this in a couple of vlogs, I was able to do my own research. I mean, it's not like we had full freedom. We had to choose from 6 topics, and they combined us in groups of 4. But still, that was like the first time you actually do your own research. At least for me, because I haven't done an internship yet. That's the 2nd semester coming up. But yeah, it's a... Yeah, I'll make a video on it later with the paper. I'll still have to black out the names and every information that I don't want to get out there, or shouldn't. So, but yeah, it's like a 50-page long paper. I got the idea from Arava, British F1 YouTuber. he did it with his thesis or whatever it's called. So it's not my thesis or end work per se, but still I do like it. So there you go. I don't know why I'm sniping here. I have no bloody idea. Okay, whatever. So yeah, I still have to do that. I'm gonna try to push it out before the end of January. We'll see if I can manage it. Might have some busy weeks coming up, especially not next week, but the week after will be busy. So I'm gonna see if I can push it out either the week after that or the week before that. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention about cars, of course, how could I forget? The McLaren Simulator Challenge. So yeah, that's also like an honorable mention next to the kart, the X30. So yeah, there you go. I mean, if you look back to how many subs and such I've gained in 2017, it's comparably lower to 2016. I could say like 2016 in that aspect was a very good year for me, and I was in a lot of aspects. And I do feel like I've stepped up my quality and everything a lot in 2016. 2017 can't be discounted either. I do feel like I've made a lot of improvements as well in 17. But, I mean, kind of different improvements, I guess. More smaller improvements, I'd say. A lot of the workflow from 16 has been kept in 17 and now in 18. So, yeah. Anyway, so what was I talking about? See, this is gonna happen a couple of times in this. If I don't have like, if I don't have something planned out in my head, then these things happen. I just need to focus and yeah. Anyway, so what was I talking about? So Infinite Warfare. I mean, for me it was a good game. I never actually finished Solar Camo, so neither did I finish Black Sky. I mean, Solar Camo, I'm literally, I could play for 1 or 2 hours and I could have it. No shit. So what I planned on doing was, so I've got a whole bunch of guns which are like 1 kill away from being completed. And what I was gonna do is wait for the double XP weekend and complete all these guns in a single match, or as many as possible, as many as I can fit in. So that would give me like a bunch of XP, and the video title would have been something like most XP in a match, or you know, classic things like that. And I got the idea from someone who basically got every gun gold in a single match by getting a single kill with one of them, with each single one of them, and he got like over 2 million XP, because I think it was like in a double XP weekend, and then he used the double XP token, so that's quad XP. So, and he got that's basically 2 prestiges, nearly. So yeah, I was gonna do that with, I think, I don't know how many guns I had spared up, but I had stuff like the howitzer, which needed 1 kill, most shotguns which needed 1 kill, and like the added benefit of it is that you complete both gold and diamond camo. So I think I wouldn't have been able to fit every gun in it, because I think I had guns that only needed needed 1 kill, with that being the only gun you're using or something along those lines. I mean, something specific, or like with 6 attachments, and that way I couldn't actually have another gun. So I think that this was a case, for example, with the howitzer, where I think it's the only gun you can have on your class. So yeah, I know I might do it eventually if I get bored from World War II, which honestly I'm kind of not playing at the moment. I'm waiting for the next patch, because I mean, there are just so many things that annoy me at the moment in this game, and I kind of want to wait for the next patch. And also kind of because on the way to Chrome Camo, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna throw my hands up in the air and say I fucked up. I started way too fucking late with the launchers. They're a fucking pain in the ass, especially the Panzerschreck. Fuck the Panzerschreck. That thing does not want to shoot in a straight line for some reason. I mean, it's made for infantry use, not for shooting down shit. Then make it, for the camo at least make it need like 100 kills, not 100 streak kills, whatever. I mean, would have worked if there were actual ground streaks, but I don't think paratroopers count for it. I mean, I should test it, or maybe like the camo tooltip says aerial streaks. I don't know. I just know it says score streaks. I think it says score streaks, so I don't know if it actually includes paratroopers. If it does, then oh well. People are using enough paratroopers as it is with requisitions, because well, fuck that basic training. I hate it. So yeah. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked again. So yeah, anyway, where was I? I'm constantly gonna forget where I was. 2017. Well, what was I talking about in 2017? I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about the vlogs in 2017. I mean, I started vlogs of a Belgian in 2016. I think about October or November 2016, and it went through a couple of, how should I say this, kind of like iterations. I started off doing it with my phone, then switched over to my sports camera, because my phone, at one point I just had to like delete apps and pictures that I really didn't want to delete, because I needed storage on my 5C, and that only had 16 gigs. I think it was only available as 16 gigs, I don't know. I never actually saw one with more than 16 gigabytes. Anyway, so yeah, that's why I switched to the sports camera, but then the sports camera gave really shitty audio quality, and it's white image, so it's like 120 degrees image, and that really sucks, because it's kind of a fisheye effect, if you know what that is. Basically, like you get the feeling that the edges of your screen are getting stretched. And that's why I kind of stopped at it. I mean, it's good for karting and such, where you focus on whatever lies ahead. But when you're vlogging, sometimes, like you're holding the camera in a way in which you just can't. I mean, how should I say this? In which you don't appear in the middle of the image. Sometimes you're just at the edge of the image or whatever. So yeah, then eventually I bought my Sony TSC-WX500, that's a mouthful. Anyway, my vlogging camera, it's basically like the entry level vlogging camera people use, because it has a flip up screen, gives good quality, like 1080p 50 FPS. Technically I could switch over to my iPhone 8, because that's 1080p 60 FPS, could do slow motion. Has a lot of storage. It's 64 gigabytes. I think I don't know what I'm at the moment, maybe 16, so I've got plenty of space. Should actually like clean a bit in my pictures, because I got a lot of pictures that are like, what the fuck, why do I even keep these? But yeah, that's none of your interest, I guess. That's just personal. Like, how should I say that? Okay, that was a fail smoke grenade. I was meant to go in the window. Anyway, so get back on topic. So now that I think of it, talking about the camera that I could use or have used, iPhone 8. That's also something I got this year. I don't know if I actually mentioned the reason in the vlog I got it in. Big reason is my old iPhone 5C kept crashing with Snapchat and WhatsApp. And I mean, that happened like once every 2 or 3 weeks, and I mean, it's no real issue, you just hard reset it, or like soft reboot or whatever it's called. Like, you just hold your home button and the other button, like the lock button, and you hold those two in for a couple of seconds, and that's it. And that's no issue. But then I went to the Netherlands with a couple of friends, went to a theme park, and some way my home button broke. That was shit. I couldn't, well, basically unlock it easily, because since I was 9, I think, you can't, well, you have to press your home button to unlock it. So yeah, that was kind of shit. I could unlock it by, like, if you go to your home screen, swipe left, and then swipe down, you get your 4 most used apps in recent time. And with that, I luckily, one of those was what was the options, or whatever it's called in English. Obviously my iPhone is in Dutch. So yeah, anyway, I had the options, or settings, I think it's I had settings in there, and that way through settings I could enable, come on, what's it called? Come on, I'm forgetting. Assistive touch. That's what I enabled. But yeah, it's still annoying to use, and honestly, the phone was going to shit. So and it was nearly my birthday and Christmas and everything together. And my parents and my grandparents said, "Look, this is the budget we give you. Everything." Wait, I think they said, like, we'll buy you a iPhone 6, and everything on top you pay for yourself. I was like, okay, deal. That's I think I thought hard about it. I was like, a 6 will be outdated next year probably, so I might want to go to a 7, but if I can get a 7 for not that much extra, I could get an iPhone 8, which is the new one, so will still be supported for years to come. So, and that's how I decided it's gonna be an iPhone 8. I'm getting really close to the end. I still have 5 minutes. I don't think I'm gonna stretch it for that much longer. So yeah, anyway, I actually think that's about all I have to say. Yeah, I don't know yet. So also a couple of things I do want to mention about 2017 that I did. Of course, I started with contact lenses, as you know. Started growing a beard, as you know, which I have kept, and I'm maintaining, trimming and everything. You know, the basic beard stuff. Also got a contact in the racing world, so that's good for me. My dad knows him. He got me the free tickets to Blancpain GT that I went to in Zolder. Might have a couple of tickets this year, we'll see about it. Not too sure yet. I mean, there's still a long way to come in 2018. He's doing a mighty fine job in racing, actually. But yeah, anyway, keep your contacts close, I guess. So I'm gonna keep him close, or at least have my dad keep him close, so I've got good connections that way. Anyway, so I do want to thank him for those tickets. That was an MVP move. That was actually really nice to actually, like, go to racing weekends, experience everything, even if it only was a Saturday with the sprint race, or, well, the qualifying race. So yeah, that was an amazing opportunity. So yeah, that's basically it, I guess. As for 2018, I mean, the usual stuff. I'm gonna try to stream regularly. Probably won't work, I've said that before. Especially with internship, that'll be... I don't know, I'll have to see how I'll handle everything, but I don't know whether streams will be... whether I'll be able to actually do regular streams. I'll try my best, I promise. I'll try to keep on schedule even for the periods that I'm gone and I can't make videos. I'm getting more and more used to making videos in advance for when I'm not going to be able to make some. So yeah, a couple of weeks I'll be out skiing, so then I'll have to record in advance. I did it last year, managed to do it for every day, but those were all live gameplays. I'm going to try to shake it up a bit now this year. And of course the summer, 3 weeks. I'll try to make as many videos as possible for then. I'll admit I started too late last year, and this year I'm gonna try to start earlier, should not be a problem. Also, I'll be gone in the second week of June. I'll be in Valencia. More on that later. So yeah, that's basically it. That's where I'm gonna leave it off. 2017 was an amazing year. That's just what I started my video with, so I'm gonna end it off there. Hope you enjoyed, and let's make 2018 an amazing year as well. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. My name is Kimirafer as always. I'm signing off. See ya.